You guys, Kylie Jenner is in some actual legal trouble right now. And this isn't just another internet cancel moment. The FTC is reportedly investigating her over undisclosed advertisements. And this could mean serious fines, potential lawsuits, and honestly, the kind of scrutiny that could completely change how the entire Kardashian Jenner family does business. We're going to break down exactly what's happening, why this is different from every other Kylie controversy, and what it could mean for her billion-dollar empire. So here's what allegedly went down. Kylie posted that now infamous video for Foodology, those jelly sticks that are supposed to help you lose weight, and she never disclosed it was a paid partnership. Now, you might be thinking, okay, influencers forget to tag ads all the time. What's the big deal? But here's where it gets serious. The FTC has guidelines that are actually federal law, not just Instagram suggestions. When you're paid to promote a product and you don't disclose it, that's considered deceptive advertising. And Kylie's not just some small creator with 10,000 followers. She's got nearly 400 million followers across platforms. And according to reports, she was paid somewhere in the range of $500,000 to $1 million for that single post. The Foodology promotion is what sparked this, but sources say the FTC is looking into a pattern of behavior. They're reportedly reviewing her posts going back months, maybe even years, looking for other instances where she promoted products without proper disclosure. And this is where Kylie's in a completely different situation than she's ever been before, because the FTC doesn't play around. They fined influencers like Lindsay Lohan and other celebrities hundreds of thousands of dollars for this exact thing. The difference is, Kylie's reach is exponentially bigger, which means the potential fine could be massive. What makes this even more complicated is that Foodology's entire marketing strategy seems to have revolved around Kylie. If you go to their Amazon page, their website, literally anywhere they sell this product, her face and clips from that video are everywhere. They're using language like Kylie's daily wellness habit and join Kylie's routine. That's not just featuring a celebrity who happened to mention your product, that's a full-blown endorsement campaign. And if Kylie and her team entered into a contract with Foodology, which they almost certainly did given how the company is using her image, then that makes the lack of disclosure even more problematic from a legal standpoint. Now, Kylie's team has been completely silent on this. No statement, no apology, no acknowledgement whatsoever. And that silence is interesting, because usually when there's internet drama, the Kardashians either ignore it until it goes away, or they address it head-on. But you can't ignore a federal investigation. Legal experts who've commented on this have said that the best move would be to cooperate with the FTC, potentially issue a public statement clarifying the nature of the partnership, and pay whatever fine comes down the pipeline. But knowing this family's history, I wouldn't be surprised if they lawyer up and fight it. People are connecting the dots. They're saying, if your own brands were thriving, would you really be promoting weight loss gummies? And this is part of a bigger problem the entire family is facing. Khloe quietly removed Good American from her Instagram bio. She hasn't posted about the brand in months, and instead, she's been pushing Fabletics and her podcast. People are speculating that Good American is either being sold or it's in financial trouble. There were reports about stores opening, and now there's just radio silence. No announcements, no closure, nothing. It's bizarre for a brand that seemed to be doing well just a couple years ago. Kourtney's got Lemmy, which she promotes constantly, but the general public doesn't seem to be buying in the way they did with other Kardashian products. Kendall's 818 Tequila has been accused of being more of a celebrity vanity project than an actual competitive alcohol brand. And then there's Kim, who is the outlier here because Skims is legitimately successful. Skims is valued at over $4 billion. It's selling out constantly. It's getting genuine celebrity endorsements beyond just Kim's circle. And it's actually innovating in shapewear and loungewear. So you've got Kim in one lane absolutely crushing it, and then you've got the rest of the family scrambling. What's interesting is that the Kardashians built their empire on being ahead of the influencer curve. They understood social media marketing before most celebrities did. They knew how to monetize their platforms. But now the rules have changed. The FTC is cracking down. Audiences are more skeptical. People can spot an undisclosed ad from a mile away, and they call it out immediately. And the Kardashians haven't adapted. They still operate like they're above having to follow the same disclosure rules as everyone else. and that arrogance is potentially going to cost them. There's also a generational shift happening. Gen Z, who are now a huge consumer demographic, don't worship the Kardashians the way millennials did. They see them as out of touch, overly wealthy, and disconnected from reality. When Kylie posts about a weight loss product, Gen Z doesn't see aspiration. They see irresponsibility. They see someone who's had access to personal trainers, chefs, probably weight loss medications that aren't available to the average person, promoting a $15 jelly stick like that's her secret. It feels dishonest. And that's a reputation problem that goes way beyond one FTC investigation. If the FTC does come down hard on Kylie, it could set a precedent. It could mean that other influencers and celebrities at her level start getting scrutinized more carefully. It could mean that brands think twice before partnering with people who have a history of not disclosing ads properly. And for Kylie specifically, it could mean that her ability to do sponsored content, which is probably still a significant income stream for her, gets severely limited. Some legal analysts have even suggested that in extreme cases, the FTC could require influencers to include disclosures on all past posts that were undisclosed ads, which would be a PR nightmare. So where does this leave Kylie? Realistically, she'll probably pay a fine, issue some kind of statement, and move on. The Kardashians are incredibly good at surviving scandals. But this feels different because it's not just public opinion, it's the federal government. And if her brands continue to decline while she's facing legal trouble, the narrative becomes that she's a fading influencer, desperately clinging to relevance through shady brand deals. That's not the story anyone wants written about them. What do you guys think? Is this finally the moment where the Kardashians face actual consequences for how they've operated? Or will they skate through this like they always do? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. And if you want to stay updated on this story, make sure you're subscribed because I'll be covering every development. I'll see you in the next one.